Very efficient 16 of 22 from the field for Kyrie Irving. Difference in overtime in that game was age. Now, the interesting part is Dallas does have some younger players on their roster, but we're sitting there watching it, Drew. You're looking at Jaylen Brown and Tatum and the energy they had, and then you're watching Dirk, who, I mean, Dirk was trying to give it everything he had, but at one point it looked like he was going for a loose ball, and we were going to have to go get him and make sure that we brought him back to the bench.
Yeah, they had two players, I made a joke, they had two players out there that actually were on the 2006 championship team. So,
yeah, it's true.
And it's almost 2018.
Yeah.
You know, but like I said earlier, a losing team always finds a way to do what, Coach?
Lose games.
And that's what happened tonight with the Dallas Mavericks.
Execution, Coach, though, offensively was rough for Dallas down the stretch.
but until, let's give Rick, let's defend Rick Carlisle for a second. With limited timeouts now, you can't go offense, defense. So it's tough. Dirk is still a guy that you have to guard. He's still a guy that if you switch a little guy on him, he can shoot that fadeaway, being a 7-footer that no one has ever blocked. And so it's tough to take him off the court because you don't have the timeouts to go offense, defense. And give Boston credit. They saw that. They know Dirk. I mean, Dallas was switching. Jaylen Brown and those guys, every time Dirk switched on him, they broke him down, and he either bagged up and they shot the jumper, or Kyrie Irving just beat him off the dribble and laid the ball in the basket. So it's a tough matchup, and it's tough for coaches today. When you take that extra timeout away, it takes away a lot of things that you can do, and you have to let the players try to play through some of these things. And again, it was just stuck. As great as Dirk's been, defense has never been his #1 thing that he's the best at. And now that he's 40 years old, it's just tough for him.
But, you know, again, you go back and you watch that Harrison Barnes kind of playing point forward and doing it by himself in the left. Barea takes a Steph Curry deep kind of a three. Execution difficult. Not the same problem for the Celtics and Kyrie, who had 47. Here he is after number 16 in a row.
All right, Kyrie, when I spoke to you earlier, you said in that Atlanta game you finally got some damn shots to go in. What about tonight?
Had a few more, and luxury of having, just spacing out there, and when, Brad implements some offensive schemes that we all stick to, and, we execute. We're a hard team to guard, and I think we're making steps in the right direction offensively. Defensively, I think we gave up too many runs up tonight. We had to crawl our way. Claw, whatever you want to call it, fight our way back for this one. But we had to earn it. And these guys, Dallas Mavericks, gave us their best shot. Understanding that they took us to overtime, and we just got to continue to get better from this point.
You talked about having to earn this one. You guys had every reason not to win this one. But yet 17-7 to close regulation, 12-2 to close overtime. We talked about that resiliency. Where does this come from?
It's a lot of heart, being protected by some incredible energies and, us just preparing the right way. Like I said, Dallas made some unbelievable runs tonight. I'm not sure what the highest lead was, but they could have ran away with it if we would have just given up, but we didn't. We have a resilient team, like you said, and I mean, these type of games, you learn a little about yourselves. I feel like we took steps in the right direction of just proving ourselves that we can go the full 48 minutes and some. So,
in terms of your play out here, how much of it is within the system and actually Brad putting you in those positions to succeed that you talked about earlier?
Well, you just gaining trust every single game, understanding that when the right play needs to be made, he can count on me offensively, and I try to be in the right spots defensively as best I can. Understanding the schemes offensively and defensively, and just knowing the reads. Just continue to get better and knowing my teammates. That's about it. Just continue to learn.
There's only 18 games into your Celtics career, but this will be a performance they're talking about for a while. How does it feel just to be able to have one of these legendary performances in Celtic green?
It's awesome. It's awesome. Understanding what you got to sacrifice and commit yourself to every single day. So I'm just super proud, just showing the character of not only myself but my teammates and being able to come out here and come out with a win.
You hear what they're shouting over there, right?
Yeah, man. It's pretty awesome, but we still got a long way to go.
All right, good luck next game. Thanks, guys.
I haven't checked Seku's ladder recently, so I'll have to, if he's watching Seku, let us know. But that's the guy at the top for me, MVP standpoint, and all the questions.
Really?
About, oh yeah.
For all those people that talked about why Kyrie wants to leave Cleveland.
It's got to be, right?
He survived without LeBron.
Yeah.
And I kept sitting there saying,
go ahead.
Cleveland don't have a championship without Kyrie Irving. Kyrie Irving is as good as James Harden, Westbrook, and all those guys. And I said it, Kyrie Irving has the talent to average 25 to 30, 8 to 10 assists, and anywhere from 5 to 7 rebounds a game. And what you're seeing now in Boston, with the ball in his hand and having the opportunity to be that guy. Look at the type of play that he has. And tonight, give Dallas credit. Dallas brought their A game, but again, Boston, Kyrie Irving made plays down the stretch, and people kept saying, can he do what Isaiah Thomas did in the fourth quarter to close out games? I'm like, did you see the NBA Finals? If he could do it in the Finals, I think he could do it in regular season games. And look, Kyrie Irving right now may be the leading candidate
for
MVP. But when you look at their record and look at what he's done on both ends of the floor, offensively and defensively.
But it's beyond that for me, and Drew, that's where I want to go with both of you from a player and coach standpoint. The leadership. You heard him there. You watch him with the teammates. They lose Gordon Hayward. That's not an easy situation to deal with. Look at how Tatum is a rookie. Jaylen Brown's growth. Now look, Brad Stevens in the culture, a lot of that I get it. But aren't we seeing the biggest question, Sam and Drew, that everybody had? Can he make players around him better?
You know what? He said something special in that interview. He said, I'm surrounded by a lot of energies, whatever that means. But I kind of figured out what that was. And he's talking about guys like Jaylen Brown, Tatum, Rozier, Smart, even Morris, even Horford. I mean, these guys want to win every night. You see it 1 through 12. Everybody that checks in the game, they want to win. You see it in their face every night. And they're a marked team. They have a double X on their back. They're the best team in the league right now.
Kyrie Irving is an all-star. He's an NBA champion. So he walks in that locker room and all eyes on him. Right? And now that's an empowering thing when you walk in the locker room and the focus is on you, and it gives you an opportunity to make your mark. And Kyrie Irving, look, everyone knows he's a great guy. He's a competitor. Isaiah Thomas says he's one of the best ball handlers in the game today. But what you're seeing right now is the guy that's putting this young team on his back. He's making everyone better, Jaylen Brown and all these young guys better. But then when they need the plays down the stretch or they need a basket, they can go to Kyrie Irving and he can create a play.
You know, here's the other thing about what you're seeing from Kyrie is when you talk about what you just said, think about all the years with LeBron. Anytime something went wrong and they lost, who are you asking about it?
Kyrie?
LeBron. No, LeBron in Cleveland, right? He never had to be that. That's not easy, especially in Boston. How about the way he's handling all of that?
I think he's handling it exceptionally well because once he made that decision, after going to 3 finals in a row and in the skip town, you know, I never saw that done in any sport. I've never seen that before. And for him to do that and kind of solidify it now and making all the naysayers and people that were kind of underestimating Kyrie as being that guy, being a LeBron or being a Kobe, I think he's showing it now.
Well, see, I didn't have a problem with him wanting to leave because, look, he won a championship, but as long as you look, whoever you are, if you're playing with LeBron James, you're always going to be in his shadow, rightfully so. And what I didn't take it in a negative way. What Kyrie Irving was saying is, look, I can do more. I believe I can take a team, put them on my back, and lead them to an NBA championship. And he's getting a chance right now, and he's doing it in Boston. They have the best record in the league right now, and he's doing it on both ends of the floor, something that, quite frankly, he wasn't demanded of to do in Cleveland defensively. You know, everyone talked about Kyrie wasn't a good defender. And I used to sit there and laugh, but it's amazing. You change uniforms, you go to a different locker room with a different culture, and all of a sudden the coach say, everyone has to play defense, and if you're going to be my leader, it starts on the defensive end. And Kyrie accepted that role, and now look at how this Boston team is playing, and look how Kyrie is playing.
So tell me, this is not the vegan diet?
No, I'm pretty sure it's not the vegan diet.
Whatever it is, everybody on the Boston
Celtics team
needs to get on
No
that
offense
diet.
to the vegans out there, but come on.